So obviously, the FBI Director, Kash Patel, testified in front of the committee today, and there were, let's say, some fireworks.
So a whole series of senators, myself included, pressed FBI Director Kash Patel on his promises in his confirmation hearing that he wouldn't politicize the FBI, that he wouldn't carry out revenge against his enemies list, that he would prioritize and focus on fighting crime and protecting our national security rather than settling scores. When in fact, he has, over the last 6 to 9 months, cleaned house, forced out a whole series of senior former FBI agents. In fact, several of them are currently suing him. And so different senators asked different versions of a question. Have you ever forced an FBI agent to take a polygraph test about whether they are loyal to you? Have you fired someone for purely political reasons? Can you promise me you will not fire those agents who worked on the January 6 cases? And he, first with Senator Durbin, who's the most senior Democrat on the committee, got very irate and said it was offensive that he was asking him questions about personnel matters. And this is an oversight hearing, and that's part of the point. And then I suspect with Senator Booker, he was as fiery as he was with anybody, because Cory has a talent for continuing and pushing and pressing. The larger point here is that the director of the FBI is someone whose selection by President Trump owed as much to his books and his campaigning, his podcast and his tweeting, as it did to his legal skills. And we're seeing that play out in how he's inserting himself into investigations, in how he's making personnel decisions, in how he's leading the FBI. And the bottom line is, many of us suggested he's making the American people less safe because he's more concerned with his image than with the substance.